everyone, and welcome to Madam Monique's kitchen. Potato leaves, sweet potato leaves. Look at that. We are going to feast on this in a minute. So, but first we have to do the hard work. We're gonna pick this. Look at that, beautiful, and it doesn't have any fertilizer at all. No fertilizer. So we're gonna go to the garden. It's raining, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. What are you gonna feast on in a minute? It's raining crazy, but I have to pick it. No, wait. Hello everyone, and welcome to Madam Monique's kitchen. Yes, today we are in Africa, sweet salon. Sweet, sweet salon. Sweet, sweet salon. I love you, sweet mama salon. Hey, I love you, sweet, sweet. I'm so excited. Guess what we're doing today? Today we are going to cook sweet potato leaves with seafood. Yes, you heard me right. As you can see, we're gonna have a very, very massive feast. So what I decided to do today, I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Ask me how. Now this is it. Because I want to show you one of my traditional dish, I cannot just do small portion because I love sweet potato leaves with palm oil especially. So I'm like, why not just cook for the entire household? Whilst you showing them how you cook it, at the same time, you know, you don't have to cook again. Okay, now let me just go through the ingredients with you. Like I said, I'm doing seafood, pure seafood now. One thing is clear that when we're doing our traditional dishes, you can use any meat, any meat, any meat. But today, I just want to do seafood. I just want to spoil my household with seafood. And you too, because I know you're having the mouth watering now. You can't wait, isn't it? Now in here, I've got my crab. And I'm going to cook all of that, yes? I love seafood. And here I've got my prawns. So what I did with my prawns, I cut it halfway down. Why I cut this halfway down, by the time you cook it, it becomes like a rosy flower. It doesn't like shrink to itself, because when you just cook it like it is, once it's cooked, it shrinks. And I don't want it to shrink. I want it to like shoot up in my sauce, you know what I'm saying? I'm so excited. And here I have my fish. So I'm gonna steam this separately, okay? So I've got season to season my fish. What I have in here already blend together. I have ginger, I have garlic, I have olive oil, I have everything beautiful. And when it comes to seasoning, any kind of seasoning, your choice. Some people like they have some allergic reaction to certain ingredient like garlic or ginger. So any seasoning that can go with your diet, please go for it. Okay, so we're gonna put this one for now. And yes, this is my pot that I cook for my family. But guess what? We don't eat everything at once. What I do, cook a whole lot, and then portion them in a separate bowl, and then freeze it down. And I don't have to worry to cook for the next couple of weeks, because I will decide, oh, what I want to eat today, potato leaves or cassava leaf. I have different types of African dishes. So I will go into my freezer and check what I want to have for the day. Okay, let's cook. I forgot one more thing. I have my dry fish. This is cat's fish. The reason why I put them in water, back home when we dry our fish, the fish still it's still soft and fresh and dry as well. But then when we get in all of this imported fish here, they dry to the extent that you have to soak it in order for you to get a very soft fish. And why they dry it, for it to stay for the fish to have a very long lifespan. Okay, so this water we're going to use because the fish has already created its own stock. We love it. So we're going to put a whole lot, okay? Whole lot. And then our prawns I'll put later because it doesn't take time to cook. It only takes like 3 minutes, and I do not want to overcook them. I put them now. It's still not going to be good and not going to be bad, but eventually I'll overcook it. So I'll put it on the side for now. And here I've got a very, very interesting ingredient. This what you see here, we call it in my country, and some people in Nigeria also, in Liberia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's how they call it. We call it Ogiri. Now you're like, what is that? Now, Ogiri is made from sesame seed. Yes, you heard me right. Only by itself, that's it. So the process it takes to be looking like this, it goes through the process of fermentation. So it's well fermented. And trust me, I don't know how to do this. But if you want it, I'll recommend someone to you, okay? Just inbox me right below. I will recommend you. So the reason why we're using this fermented ogiri, it brings out that vibrant flavor. It gives us very nice texture, very nice taste, blend well into the sweet potato leaves. And you cannot go without. Let me tell you, this ingredient is a very essential ingredient in this particular dish. So if by any chance you happen not to have these ingredients, it's fine. Because you know what? We can create something that might not have the exact taste, but it will give you a similar, complement to this. And that is dry shrimp. Dry shrimp is very essential in cooking sweet potato leaves, okay? So that's your tip. That's the word. Okay, so we're gonna put a whole lot. I love ogiri. Okay, that's done. Put them on the side. Sesame seeds are a good source of protein, reduce heart disease risk factors, and lower your cholesterol levels. They are high in magnesium, which may help lower blood pressure. Preliminary research suggests that sesame seeds and their oil may have anti-inflammatory properties. Sesame seeds also supply iron, copper, and vitamin B6, which are needed for blood cell formations and function. A 3 tablespoons equivalent to 30 gram servings of sesame seeds supplies 12% of the RDI for fiber, which is vital for your digestive health. Sesame seeds can also give you nutty and vibrant flavor and subtle crunch to any dishes like stir fry, steamed broccoli, hot and cold cereals, roasted root vegetables, salad, etc. And here is my Abonaro chili pepper. Now this pepper is very hot, trust me. And I eat a lot of spice, a lot of spice. Now, if you cannot have, if your system cannot tolerate too much spice, do two. But if your system can tolerate, and one other thing again, the reason why I'm leaving the vine on this chili, it is because probably I'll have a guest that want to visit me. And I want to serve them sweet potato green. But then they cannot tolerate too much chili. So leaving the vine in this chili will actually prevent the spice from coming out of it. Now, when I want to have more spice, what I did, I just smash it in front of my face. How about that? So I'm gonna put a whole lot. Yes, I eat chili. Put it on the side there. And next, I have my capsicum. I have 3 colors: green, yellow, and red. I'll do a bit of this because I already have a little bit of capsicum mixed here. So, with that one, I pick these eggplants in the garden. So I pick a lot. I just leave this one to show you exactly how it looks like. So I already pre-cut it prior to this day. So, and I put them in the freezer. If you have eggplants, you have a lot, and you cannot, you're not ready to cook. Because sometimes when they stay in the fridge for more than a week, they start worning out, they change color, change texture. You don't get the original look of it. So what you do is peel it, wash it, and then put them in a, one of those sandwich bags, and then freeze it down. It will be there as long as you want to, when you're ready to use it. That's how, so that's exactly what I did. So I'm gonna put all of that. Okay, now, my onions also I did, but I didn't freeze it. I just chop it prior to now. So I'm not gonna put a whole lot, I'll just put half of that. Now, that's a lot of stuff going in there. And notwithstanding, we have our seasoning. Any seasoning you can use, up to you. If you don't want to use it, that's fine, just use salt, okay? So our seasoning here is mixed with shrimp Maggi, and it's also mixed with gourmet stock, you know, the Vegeta. I mix it together, so it's going down. And not the last though, that's my palm oil. So this is an African oil instead of the normal oil we use here. Now, where is this palm oil coming from? It's actually originated from a tree called palm tree, and the palm tree grow a nut called palm kernel. Now, what they do is they pick those palm kernel and they process it. And the skin of that palm kernel produce the special oil that gives you this palm oil. Now, do not overlook this palm oil because this palm oil has so much nutritional value in them that helps you for your diet, for your health. So, palm oil it is. And when it comes to palm oil, we don't do no measurements. So it's up to you if you're the kind of person that doesn't eat, like some country, they don't eat much palm oil. They just do like few scoops. But for us, if I can't see the palm oil sitting on top of the sauce, I'm not cooking. Okay. It is generally agreed that palm oil originated in the tropical rainforest region of West Africa. The main belt runs through the southern latitude of Cameroon, Côte d'Ivoire, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Togo, and into the equatorial region of Angola and the Congo. Palm oil is an edible vegetable oil that comes from the fruit of oil palm trees. Palm oil comes from squeezing the fleshy fruit of the palm kernel. Palm oil trees are native to Africa, but were brought to the Southeast Asia just over 100 years ago as an ornamental trade crop. Now, Indonesia and Malaysia make up over 85% of global supply, but there are 42 other countries that also produce palm oil. Palm oil is an extremely versatile oil that has many different properties and functions, which makes it so useful and widely used. It is semi-solid at room temperature and is resistant to oxidation and can give products a longer shelf life. So what's going to happen now? I'm going to put a lid on it, put it on the vibrant heat, and brings it to the boil, and I'm going to reduce this into half. Earlier on, we had the catfish already soaked in in its water, and that stock is what we're going to use. And it appears as if we're using small water, but guess what? There's a lot of vegetables here that have their own natural water in them. So those vegetables are going to generate water, and we're going to reduce them. They're going to cook very well. So, and I'll come back and give you the next step. All right, so we're going to steam this fish separately and just add a little bit of water. You don't want to have too much water, otherwise it's going to be very mushy. You don't want it to be mushy. Okay, so this is my potato leaf. I've already cut it. You can cut it smaller like this, but not bigger than this one. Okay, so now I want to just demonstrate to you something very interesting. And I was laughing myself the whole night. Honestly, I couldn't help it. I was just laughing the whole night. I said, you know what? Let me just share with you. And please try as much as you can not to laugh, because it's not funny. Well, maybe it is funny, but please don't laugh, okay? So back home, most of our vegetables, when we cut them, we fold our fist like this, especially for potato leaves. Fold our fist and cut it like that. But this is the interesting part. I've been in the industry, in the hospitality industry for 14 years. And all my life in this industry, my chopping method, my chopping board, and my knife. So therefore, during these years, I eventually forgot how to cut. And it's really sad. And I think I'm going to start to learn. Because one day when I go back home, I do not want to be laughed at. So, try as much as you can not to laugh. Okay. So, maybe I add a bit more. Maybe reduce a bit more. I'm nervous. All right, so we're gonna skip. We're gonna get the top layers. And I'm gonna chop directly on the board. So if you happen to be a Sierra Leonean watching this video, or from Liberia or from Nigeria, and you guys are cutting this way, please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. And when they know how to do this, you will see them going like this, like very consistent. Like, I'm like, how did they do that? And it's a shame that I forgot. Well, it's not a shame. It's sad. Okay. Whew. Okay. By now, they will have gone halfway. I'm afraid I don't want to cut myself, honestly. This is not funny. This is very hard. Okay, I give up. That's it. Done. All right. So, how I chop these potato leaves. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm going to learn, and when I got it right, I'll show you. Okay? So I just put my potato leaves like this, and I start chopping like that. And I'll be looking at you. I'm chopping. Just as you will look at me and chop. So, yeah, that's it. See? Same as the way you chop it. So the only difference is the method of chopping it. And I really want to go back to the old ways, to be honest. I felt so ashamed of myself, you know. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, no place like home. There are 5 main varieties of sweet potato leaves. These are purple, Hana, garnet, Japanese, and jewel. The leaves from each side can be eaten and contain vitamin B6, which has many positive effects on the body, such as protecting the immune system, balancing hormones, treating kidney and heart disorder, skin condition, and emotional disorders. Sweet potato leaves have also been shown to help fight off cervical cancer in its early stages, but more scientific research is required. Okay, so as you can see, the ingredients, the vegetables, everything is really cooking, and we've actually reduced like 1/3 of the water already. So at this point, we're gonna add the crab. Now the crab will take a little bit of time to cook, so that's why we're putting it now. And that crab will generate its own stock. In here, I've got the fish, it's already steamed. I will add the fish later, because if I put the fish now, it's gonna break, because it will become very mushy. You won't see any fish in your sauce. So at the end of the day, we want to be able to enjoy the taste of the fish, and also be able to see visually see the fish. So just stir this a little bit more, and we're going to leave them to cook. So what we're trying to achieve is to reduce this water into half. So everything is going to cook, and we're going to come back to that. Put a lid on it. I'll come back to that. So you can see how the water is completely dry. Can you see all the ingredients, how they look nice and dry? So all you can see now is the red oil. Only the red oil you can see. Okay? So at this junction, we're going to add our prawns. Put a whole lot, everything inside. Everything. Every prawns. And stir it very well. Oh, this looks so delicious. I can't wait. I'm so hungry already. And at this time, this is the time we're going to put the potato leaf. Now the reason why we want the water to be dry completely, because the sweet potato leaf already have water in it. So if you put the potato leaf in the ingredient where there's a lot of water, what will happen is you're going to overcook these leaves. And we do not want to overcook the leaves. So the water in the leaves will cook itself. So we're going to put it all on. Now this is going to shrink just like you're cooking spinach. That's right. You know how you put, like, imagine this was spinach. By the time you put them in the pot, everything is going to shrink out. So all of this will shrink. Oh. Okay. So we're going to stir this very well, very well. Stir it all the way through. Stir it. Do take time. See that? All your ingredients. Woo. When the food looks delicious, we call it in our country yoti yoti. Yoti yoti means very delicious, like an exaggeration to the food. I'm having saliva already. I can't wait. Woo. Okay. So now we stir it as much as I've stirred it, and then I'm going to put a lid on it. After 5 minutes, I'll come back and give it another stir. It will be ready just then. I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'll come back after 5 minutes to give it another stir. Look at that. You see how the leaf has shrink? Now this sweet potato leaf, it's actually an organic. It doesn't have any fertilizer or whatever or whatsoever. That is why it didn't take long to cook. Just in 5 minutes, it's all mashed. Just in 5 minutes. So at this junction, we're gonna add the fish. So what I did with the fish, I pick out the bones because you don't want to enjoy a delicious meal and then you get interrupted with one stubborn and annoying bone, isn't it? Good. So remove all the bone from it. So this is the reason why I did not put the fish in the first stage. Otherwise, by now they all will have been mashed. So if you can see, just whew. And when it's ready, you should be able to hear the sound of the pot telling you hello. I'm not kidding. You should like, like when you hear that sound, you know, when you hear that sound, that means it's ready. So it has just started to tell me hello. I can hear the hello. Can you hear it? Like, you hear that? Hello, hello, hello. You need to hear that hello sound. And that is how you know it's getting ready. So you're just gonna allow it to dry. At this point, we don't put the lid because what happens when we put the lid, it's gonna evaporate. Once it evaporates, that brings another water in, and it's gonna start boiling, and then you're gonna overcook your sweet potato leaves. So we're gonna take off the lid. Like the lid is off. We're not gonna put it. So we're gonna leave them for another 5 minutes to dry, and we're coming to have a big feast. You ready? Can't wait. You can see that. You cannot see any trace of water here. This is exactly what you want for your sweet potato leaves. Dinner time! Ooh, look at that crab. Can't wait. Now that it's ready. This is exactly what you want. You want the water to dry out in your vegetables. So the sweet potato leaf, how it has been mashed just like spinach. Oh, that is because it does not have any fertilizer at all. None at all. And you see, you can still see your fish. This is the reason why we put our fish last. And the prawns, you can see the prawns. Now that's what I was talking about. That you want to see your prawns coil in the dish. You see that? So our fish is all over the place. Look at that. Can't wait. That is ready. If you don't see this in your sauce, if your sauce does not look like this, that means it's not ready. And in as much as you want it to dry, doesn't mean you have to burn it. When you burn it, it spoils the flavor, it spoils the taste. So yeah, that's it. That's ready. So now it's actually saying hello to me. Do you hear that? Shh. It's saying hello. Oh. If your sauce does not say hello to you, it's not ready.
Lord Jesus, we just want to say thank you for this day. We say thank you for providing for us, Jesus. We pray, Father, that you will provide for those who don't have food. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Who is going to eat first? I think I start with my husband.
Okay.
Do you want me to serve you or you serve yourself? Okay.
Thank you. Wow, I can't wait to try and see how I'm going to go. Looking at all this, see, oh, yeah, looks very good. That's so hot. Wow. Looking at the potato beans, I might have to go a little bit more.
You have to go a bit more later.
Wow, so what is happening here? Look at that.
Go bit by bit.
My goodness, you see that? See the crab?
Because I'm going for more.
Wow. Even the smell already, I just feel like.
Oh, don't talk about the smell. The smell is so.
Wow.
I don't know how to.
Kerry, you're gonna enjoy this. Trust me.
Where is the big crab?
It's way at the bottom.
I need that big one because I really want to, That's what I aim.
Okay.
Look at it, I got it.
There you go.
Can we wait for you or we'll go ahead?
Just keep going.
Okay.
Ruba.
Very, very good. The chili is on point. Really spicy, tastes very good. I would say 99.9.
Wow. That's a good grade.
That's a big
I would take that. I would take that. That's a very good grade.
The chef deserves that.
Thank you. Ruba, you didn't take crab? Are you scared? You afraid of the crab?
No.
Okay. There's crab for everyone. Can't wait to dissect this crab, huh?
Oh my goodness. What fish is this?
Which one?
Really
The
yummy.
fish is
Snapper?
the snapper, yes, that's right here. Snapper here.
Tastes really good.
And it got all those delicious seafood in it. Oh,
Eric, how does it taste? Beautiful. Ruba,
We
what about
never
you?
cook without fish.
How does it taste?
Scrumptious.
Wow. It's good.
And now we've changed a lot. We eat a lot of meat here, chicken. Back home we eat more of fish. All this seafood. We don't care about meat. We
No.
don't care about chicken. Nothing.
and what's interesting is that back home, all seafoods are very reasonable, and then meat is expensive.
Expensive, yeah.
Unlike here, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Meat is cheaper, seafood is expensive. Why is that?
That's why we don't eat it much.
Thank you for watching Madam Monique's Kitchen. Hope you enjoy the dish. If you have any question, please feel free to drop down your comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe now and ring the bell so that you'll be the first person to have a notification. Have a good day and God bless you.